The Black Cat, written by Edgar Allan Poe. A man who was a weak character based on docility and humility, caught by his action of the past, was starting a dramatic story. Anthony was his name, a man with a strange personality that was changed with the time. He had a beautiful wife who had the same domestic likes to him. They wanted to have a family and they had some pets, as birds, a fish, a dog, a rabbit, and a black cat. The black cat was called Jade. He was a sagacious and kindly cat. Anthony loved Jade, and they had a strong friendship. They watched movies together and they played piano when Jade was not sleeping. But the time, the world, people change, and Anthony was not the exception. He started to find an evil inside him. His character and his temperament had been changed. He became an alcoholic and junkie, and for that, he mistreated his wife physically and psychologically. Anthony was not the same, and Jane neither, but Anthony couldn't bear that, and he became crazy because Jane was away from him. Anthony's soul was possessed by a demon that dominated and irritated him all the time. One night, when the stars were shining in the sky, Anthony couldn't bear to see Jane anymore, and with the knife, he took it and ripped out one eye. The remorse lasted for a few seconds because this feeling was dislodged by irritation and wickedness. For Anthony, it was not enough, and the next day he hanged his beloved cat, who had become a demon to be eliminated. The shadow of his body death was in every corner of his house. He needed a solution, and for that he had to change the cat by another, but it also had the representation of the evil. That cat didn't have an eye. Anthony had infamous thoughts that made him hate humanity, and his patient wife was his next victim. The demon who Anthony had inside forced him to kill his wife with a chainsaw, and after that, he fragmented his corpse for being more comfortable with himself. He burned each part of the fragmented corpse and with the ashes planted a tree behind his house. When he believed he had won, a police officer arrived to his house and he looked at every corner. And finally, he found the corpse of the cat below on the floor where they were. And after that, he found the tree. Anthony started to smile like a demon, and he took the police gun and
One less for this false humanity.